Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a story that's shaking the Middle East and drawing global attention. Secretary of State Marco Rubio's visit to Israel comes amid President Trump's controversial proposal to expel Palestinians from Gaza, a plan that scholars of international law are calling ethnic cleansing and a potential war crime. Let's break it down. Secretary of State Marco Rubio arrived in Jerusalem this week, marking his first trip to the region in his new role. His visit comes at a critical moment as Israel and Hamas negotiate to turn a fragile ceasefire into a lasting peace. But overshadowing these talks is President Trump's bold, and some say implausible, vision for Gaza. During a February 4th news conference with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, President Trump unveiled a plan to place Gaza under American control and relocate its Palestinian residents. Describing it as a revolutionary, creative approach, Trump has since doubled down on the idea, reiterating it in multiple Oval Office appearances and a Fox News interview. The proposal has sparked outrage across the Arab world and beyond. International law scholars warn that forcibly expelling Palestinians from Gaza would constitute ethnic cleansing and a war crime. The region has already endured immense suffering, with over 47,000 Palestinians killed in Israeli military retaliation following Hamas' October 2023 attack, which claimed 1,200 Israeli lives. The majority of casualties on both sides have been civilians. Arab leaders have unanimously rejected Trump's plan. Jordan's King Abdullah II publicly dismissed the proposal after a meeting at the White House, which Rubio also attended. Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas has insisted that the Palestinian people must remain on their land. Secretary Rubio, however, has framed Trump's proposal as less of a concrete plan and more of a diplomatic tactic. In a recent radio interview, Rubio suggested the idea is designed to provoke Arab nations into taking greater responsibility for Gaza's future. All these countries say how much they care about the Palestinians, but none of them want to take any Palestinians. None of them have a history of doing anything for Gaza. So the president says, all right, then this is what we're going to do. We'll take it on. We'll have to move people around. Rubio also emphasized that any viable plan must address the enormous challenges of rebuilding Gaza and dismantling Hamas. He warned that leaving Hamas in power would be unacceptable to Israel, which has repeatedly stated that the war cannot end until Hamas is defeated. Notably absent from Rubio's remarks was any mention of the Biden administration's extensive work on a post-war plan for Gaza. Former Secretary of State Antony Blinken had been close to finalizing a complex agreement involving Arab security forces, reconstruction funds, and greater accountability for the Palestinian Authority. But such a plan hinges on ending the war, a goal that remains elusive. Progress toward peace depends on extending the current ceasefire, which is set to expire in March. Rubio's visit coincided with Hamas releasing 3 Israeli hostages, including a dual American citizen, in exchange for 369 Palestinian prisoners. While this move has been welcomed, tensions remain high. President Trump has warned that all hell could break loose if Hamas fails to release all remaining hostages by the weekend. Rubio's trip also includes stops in Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, where he and other Trump aides plan to meet with Russian officials to discuss ending the war in Ukraine. His travels, however, have drawn little public reaction in Israel, where uncertainty lingers about his influence compared to other Trump advisors, such as Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has cautiously praised Trump's revolutionary vision for Gaza but has avoided explicitly endorsing the plan. Instead, Netanyahu seems focused on securing U.S. support for resuming the war if the ceasefire collapses. While Trump's proposal has won applause from Netanyahu's far-right allies, its feasibility remains in doubt. President Trump's Gaza plan has undoubtedly stirred the pot, but whether it's a serious proposal or a diplomatic gambit remains unclear. What's certain is that the stakes are incredibly high for Gaza's residents, for Israel, and for the broader Middle East. As Secretary Rubio continues his tour of the region, the world will be watching closely. What do you think about Trump's proposal? Is it a bold vision or a dangerous gamble? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more in-depth analysis of global events. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.